Hi everybody, Maria here with just a couple of little tips on how to use Inka Gold. Okay, so a question that arose earlier today was about what to do if you've got solid Inka Golds, okay, if they go all dry. So we're going to do a couple of things with dry Inka Golds, and then we'll do a couple of things with Inka Gold that isn't necessarily dry. Okay, so the first thing is don't put oil or anything like that in here. These are water based, so in actual fact you only actually need to use water with these to get these to be creamy again. So they're not an actual wax. Okay, so I'm just going to take just some water and just give that just a little spray. Let me move that out of the way there, and again on this one just give that a little spray and we will have a little play with those. Okay, so that one, as you can see, is very dry. I've had these a long time. Okay, so one of my favourite things to do with these when they have been dried out is actually dry brushing. So what I've got here, I tend to use Inka a lot on black card. So I've just got a little piece of black card here that I've run through an embossing folder. It's got cogs on it, so we get kind of a industrial look. All right, so all I'm going to do with that is take just a nice sort of flat brush, and we'll bring these Inka Golds in, and then I'm just going to squidge that around. Okay, because I actually don't want these really wet. I just want them wet enough that there's some movement. There we go. And then I'm just going to brush some of that away onto the paper, so it's kind of as if I'm getting rid of the colour really. And then I'm just going to come on here very gently. Okay, I'm not pressing hard, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to go in different directions, just up and down and up and down. Okay, that is very cool. So already, okay, I'll hold this up to the camera in a second so that you can see this. I know it's hard to show things that are on black card. All right, so if I hold that up here and just move that a bit, can you see that? I hope that you can. So already you've got this really lovely look, and it's the dry brushing that does that. We haven't overworked it because there isn't too much on the brush. And again, we can do the same with the gold one. Okay, so just pick some up, and again, so that's nice and creamy now. We can just get rid of some of the colour, and then we'll come across here again and just lightly just over in one direction, so just backwards and forwards rather than one direction. There we go. So that is the gold. Okay, so we've gone from having the black piece of card to now having this really cool, really nice and quick as well to do. All right, so that's the main thing that I tend to do when my Inkas have dried out. That's specifically what I keep these ones for. All right, and I will keep those until they are empty and there's none in there. So another thing that we can do, again, either with new and fresh and kind of juicy Inka or with the old ones, is we could actually use a fine paintbrush and we can actually colour an image in there. What I've done here is I've taken this is design, it's Tina Cox Wildflowers from Clarity Stamp, beautiful stamp. I've just used this actually in an online class, so it was still on my block. So I've just heat embossed on the black card, so I could just, again, I could go sort of nice and creamy with the Inka. Come in with a fine brush like so. There we go. And then what I've got then is a nice juicy paint. All right, so I could paint over the image. Okay, and so long as I haven't left it too thick, the paint, then the embossing will actually resist. Okay, which means I haven't got to worry too much about staying within those lines. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to finish this piece. As I say, it's just a quick video just to share a couple of tips for those that have forgotten what to do with Inka Gold. And as I say, the lady who asked what should we do if the Inka Gold actually dries out. So, and as that dries, you'll see the really beautiful metallic look on there. Really, really very, very pretty. Okay, so other things that we can do. Also the brushes, let me just mention, I'm not too worried about sitting those on the side. I haven't got to worry about those for the moment because, again, as I said, Inka Gold is water-based, so they are actually really easy to clean up. I can take those, if that dries on those brushes, I can just reactivate it in soapy water and it won't ruin my brushes. Okay, so that's a great thing. Right, so let's show a couple of bits. Let me take that tape off. I've got towel coloured this card from Heating Button. I'm going to pop that one to one side just for a moment. I need my blending mat, and I'm going to use my more sort of juicy Inka Gold this time. Okay, so I'm just going to take just a little bit out, sort of pea size, that'll be plenty. Okay, and pop that onto my blending mat. Okay, and I'm going to spritz that just with a couple of spritz of water, and I'm just going to kind of mix that up, blend it together. There we go. So I don't want it too runny, but I do want to have a little bit of movement in there. Okay, cool. I think that should do. We will soon find out. Okay, so I've got a piece of black card and I've got a stamp here. So this is Leafy Swirl stamp and from Clarity, and I've just got a dauber. So I'm just going to pick up some of that lovely colour and I'm just going to daub this onto the stamp. There we go. You do need to work quite quickly because you don't want this to dry on your stamp. Okay, let's see how this works. And then we'll come in onto the stamp, onto the card, give that a nice press. There we go, look at that. I like it a lot. All right, and then let's do the other side as well. So let's pick some more of that Inka up. And again, just daub it onto the stamp. And again, the stamp is going to clean up really nicely as well, again, because the Inka Gold is water based, so don't worry about that. It really is, it's very user friendly. Beautiful colours as well. There we go. So really nice vibrant stamping on black card. Works on other colours as well. It's just for the purpose of this quick sort of demo, it's really cool to show it on black. All right, other things, so let's see, we've got this left on the mat here, so we could squidge this through, we could spritz it and pick it up and do a background. The other thing that I quite like to do is let's spritz this here and take a piece of scrap paper. Okay, and what I can do with this, plenty of wrinkles, okay, a bit like myself. Okay, and then let me just get some tape here. Let's imagine that that I've coloured all of this image. As I say, I'm not going to do that. I just want to show just little snapshots, if you like, of things that you can do. I will be doing more with Inka Gold again in the not too distant future. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, again, let's just give that a little bit of a kind of cream that up, if you like, and then I'm going to use the copy paper as a stamp. It could be bubble wrap or anything at all, but what I'm going to do is just come into here. Okay, let's just thin that down a little bit and just press on here, pick a little bit more up, thin it out and just press, so we get kind of a marbly effect. Right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of this dried up so that I can do, I should have brought the good copper down, shouldn't I really, but I didn't. So let's see if I can make this wet enough so we can do another colour. There we go. Okay, it will work, it's just a case of if it takes me a few minutes. Oh, there you go, look at that. Cool. All right, so we've got the nice copper there as well. And again, this was the dried up stuff. So again, let's just take this screwed up paper, dab that in. Let's get somewhere that's got plenty of wrinkles. That's it. And then go over the top of the gold. Okay, I'm barely pressing on this. We don't want to press because you're not going to get all the wrinkles. You're just going to get splodge. There we go. Right, that'll do. Okay. And then when we take that away, what you're going to see, oh gosh, I hope you can see this with the metallic. Can you see that? I really hope so. So it's just like a really beautiful kind of marble effect there. Here we go. Beautiful. So we can colour an image. We can do marble backgrounds. We can stamp. We can do some really cool dry brushing. We can do a lot with the Inka Gold. If you've got these, get them out and have a little play with them. Don't leave them sit in the cupboard. They're too good. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is really quite new, but I do intend on putting lots of things on there. Painty, inky, stampy, groovy. It's all going to go on there, okay? So thanks very much. Bye now.